Alright, finishing up the solutions for the factoring quadratics assignment, so moving on to 25. So on this one, you can divide everything here by 4, so go ahead and do that, divide by 4, and that'll give you 8p minus 19p plus 6 on the end. So now that this is all reduced as much as it can right now, we're going to take the 8 and times by the 6, and that'll give you 48. And we need to figure out what factors of that add up to be negative 19. So since that's negative, we're going to have a negative, and it's looking like negative 24. Nope, not negative 24 and 2, like I thought it was going to be. Hold on a second. Okay, it's going to be negative 3 and negative 16. So now we're going to make our little binomials here. P minus 3, and then P minus 16. And now we need to address the 8 issue. So attempt to divide them both by 8. It works in the second one, which will be P minus 2. In the first one it doesn't, but you pull the 8 out front and get 8P minus 3 for that one. And we have this guy here. And don't forget about the 4 that we factored out in the first place. You're going to put that back down here, which will be 4 there. So we got this now as our final answer. Moving on to the next one, all of these are divisible by 5. And so we'll go and do that, divide them all by 5, we get 5 out front. And we'll have 6r squared minus 11r minus 2. And now we've reduced things down, you're going to multiply these two numbers together, give you negative 12. And when you figure out what factors of that add up to be negative 11, well, it's going to be negative 12 and positive 1. And so I'll have r minus 12 for our first binomial, r plus 1 for our second one, and we have to address the 6 issue there, so attempt to divide them both by 6. This one doesn't work with the 6 out front, you'll get 6r plus 1. And then on the other one, it does go evenly, so you get r minus 2. And don't forget about the 5 that we factored out to begin with. 5 comes out up front, and you have this guy here. Moving on to 27, this one's fairly easy because you can only has 2 terms in it, and so it's more like just factoring out a monomial. Sheesh. And what's the biggest number that goes into both of those? That would be, I believe it's 6. 6 goes into this 5 times, so 5b plus that, and then let's see, 75 divided by 6. Just kidding, it's not 6, it's going to have to be 5 then. Man, messing up all the time. Anyway, divide them all both by 5, you'll get 6 here, and then 75 divided by 5 should be 15. Yep, plus 15. Ta-da, there's that one. That was all done. Moving on to the next one. 2 is not divisible by any of the other numbers here, so we just got to multiply those to begin with. We'll get 18. When you figure out what 2 numbers multiply, 2 factors of 18 that add up to be 9, that's 6 and 3. And so we'll have x plus 6 and x plus 3. And now we need to deal with the 9 issue. We divide them both by 9. This one turns out to be a little bit different. So if you actually reduce this one, you'll get, no it doesn't, okay, it works out. So you get 2/3, and this one you'll get 1/3. After you reduce it, then you can move the 3's out front, and you'll get 3x plus 2, and then you'll get 3x plus 1. And that'll give you the answer to 28. Moving on to 29, this one, let's see, they're not all divisible by 3, unfortunately. Let's see, 7, 6, 5, nope. And so we can't actually reduce this one. So we'll take the 9 and we'll take the 32 and times it together. See, 9 times 32 will give you 288, which I think we've seen before. We need to figure out factors of that add up to be negative 76. So they're both going to have to be negative, negative, negative. And give me a moment. Alright, those 2 factors are going to be negative 72 and negative 4. So we'll have x minus 72. And we'll have x minus 4 on that. And we have to address the 9 issue. So attempt to divide them both by 9. Doesn't work at all on the second one, so we'll move the 9 out front. we'll have 9x minus 4. On the first one, though, it goes evenly. You'll get x minus 8. And now we're done with that one. Moving on to 30. These ones are not all divisible by 3 or 2, and so we're just going to have to multiply those ones right away. Let's see, 6 times negative 36 is going to give you negative 216. And when you figure out factors of that add up to be negative 19. Just give me one. Alright, that one took a little bit of a while, but it come out to be negative 27 and positive 8. So we'll have x minus 27 here, and then we'll have x plus 8 on the end. And then when you address the 6 issue, so attempt to divide them both by 6. The first one reduces a little bit. You'll get, when you divide them both by 3, you'll get 9 over 2. And then on this one, you'll get 4 over 3. And now take the 3 out front, take the 2 out front. You get 2x minus 9. And then this one, you'll get 3x plus 4. And now you're done. Good job. Moving on to 31, well, the factor that goes on both of these evenly is 10 and r. So we'll pull that out of both of them. You'll get 4r, and then plus 5. That one's good to go. Ta-da! And then 32, our last one for this guy here. Unfortunately, the 17 is prime, so we can't divide everything by the same number unless it was 17. But these ones aren't divisible by 17. Anyway, so we're going to take the 6 and 12 and multiply together to give you 72. And when you figure out factors of that add up to be 17. They're both going to be positive. So give me a moment here. Show you, I don't know why I didn't get that faster. It was just 9 and 8 add up to be 17. And so we're going to have x plus 9. We'll have x plus 8, and we need to address the 6 issue there by dividing both by 6. You'll get x, oh yeah, so it's going to divide 3 on top of 1, you get 3 over 2. And then this other one, you'll get x plus 4 over 3. And then you can move the 3 out front, move the 2 out front, and you're good to go. 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3, and then 3x plus 4, and that one's all done.